Hey guys, this is gonna be a quite advanced tutorial for the last layer of the Megaminx. I'm gonna teach the stuff that I used to do before I started learning PLL, but which I still do when I don't know the PLL case. So yeah, all the algorithms will be in the description, and also the times in the video, so you can skip through and just watch the parts that you want to watch. So yeah, the first thing I do is edge orientation. So there's like 3 cases here, and we'll start with the first one where there's 3 edges oriented like this, and yeah, 2 on one side and 1 on the opposite. And yeah, it's just a regular F R U R prime R U prime F prime algorithm. So yeah, should know that already, but yeah. Next one is 3 edges oriented next to each other. It's the inverse, like F U R U prime R prime F prime, like that. Should know that too. And then we have the last one. For this case, I would do it in 2 steps, I guess, but kind of in one. I would hold it like this. Just do the first do the F U R U prime R prime F prime, then do a U prime, then do the second one, second alg, and yeah. But it can also be done like this. Hold it like that, and you go R, then BR, BL, U, BL prime, U, BR prime, U2 prime, R. So I'll show that again. That's not what I use, but that's not what I use. Wait, fix it. I don't use this, but a lot of people do. So it's just R, BR, BL, U, BL prime, U, BR prime, U2 prime, R prime. So yeah, that's the edge orientation, and we'll move on to the corner orientation, which will start with some students, different kind of students, and we'll start with this one. Just a regular student, I guess. 3 corners next to each other, is oriented, need to be oriented clockwise. Hold it like this: R U R prime U, R U 2 prime R prime. Simple student alg, you should know it like that. I'll use my regular Megaminx instead. And then there's this one where you have the same thing but on the left side, or oriented the other way, 3 corners next to each other. And for this case, I wouldn't do the same thing on the left side because I really don't move with my left hand in Megaminx. So I would move it over like that and do R prime U prime R, U prime R prime U2 R. So it's like this. Yeah. And then we have this case where the corners aren't next to each other but need to be oriented anti-clockwise. You kind of recognize it by seeing this piece, if it's pointing towards you or away from you when you hold it on the right side, and these 2 are next to each other. You do this: R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. So yeah, it's like this. And then we also have, let's see, this case. Same thing but on the left. I would again move it over here and do it R prime, U2 prime, R, U, R prime, U, R, R. Sorry. So like this. Yeah. Then there's the double zooms. Let's see. Oh. Start with this one. This is recognized by the pieces with this piece oriented. These two pieces and these two pieces point away from each other, kind of like to the sides, I guess. It's hard to explain, but yeah. You would do this: R, U, R prime U, R, U prime, R prime U, R, U2 prime, R prime. So, again, like this. Yeah. Next case, this one's oriented. These two are pointing like away, that way, I guess. You get used to recognizing them. It's just, yeah. This case you would do R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, U prime, R prime. Okay, so it's like this. Yeah. Then we have the Bruno case, where these two pieces point away from each other, these two in the same direction. You would do a regular Bruno, but like R, U2, R2 prime, U prime, R2, U prime, R2 prime, U2, R. So I'll show that again. Like this. Yeah. Next one is when these two point away from each other and these two in the same direction, you would hold it like this instead and do the same thing but from the back. So like R prime, U2 prime, R2, U, R2 prime, U, R2, U2 prime, R prime. So like this. Yep. Then there are some other cases as well. There's this case where, let me see. Alright, this case where you have like two edges, two corners unoriented, pointing in different directions. You would see, you would hold it like this, and you would go R, U, R prime, D, R, U prime, R prime, D prime. So it's like this. Yeah, and then we have this case. These two unoriented, pointing like this. Solve it like this. R F, R prime F, R B prime, R prime F prime, R B R. So like this. Yeah. And then we have this case as well. These two unoriented, pointing like this. R, U2, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. So, again. Then, let's see what we have next. Alright, the headlights case. These two pointing in the same direction, two corners unoriented, and yeah, I would do this. R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U2 prime, R, U prime, R prime. So, let's see if I can set it up. So, there, like this. And the next case is this case. two corners pointing in the same direction, and then the other ones kind of away, I guess. Recognize it like this, and you do RU R prime, U, RU R prime, U prime, RU2 prime, R prime. So yeah. And then we have, let me set it up. Alright, this one. These two pointing away and these two like that, I guess. I would do R, U2 prime, R prime, U2 prime, R, U2, R prime, U2 prime, R prime, R, U prime, R prime. Like this. Now we'll have two cases left, and the first one is like this. Let me set it up for you. Five corners unoriented. See like a soon here and the headlights here. Hold it like this, and you go R, U, R prime, U, R, U2 prime, R prime. Regular soon, and then U prime, and the same thing. And then the last one for the corner orientation is like this. Anti-soon here, headlights over here. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U2, R prime, U2 prime, R, U prime, R prime. So, like this. And that's everything for the orientation, and there will be another video for the permutation, and yeah, go ahead and watch that as well. So yeah, thanks.